For another episode of Madden. This Dolphin guy is a real fucking piece of work, but like personality-wise. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Post it now. Guess we'll sit here and wait for him. Apparently, his time's more important than mine. Hmm. Well, I don't know what is up to this guy. I know what he's gonna do though. He's gonna do a lot of deep passes, or try to. A lot of outside zone runs, maybe inside zone as well, and then break it outside. So try to stay outside on him. I don't think he'll go up the middle much, or run much for that matter. I could see myself losing though. He's a lot of speed. Oh, he's too old all those upgrades. Okay, cool. Not like we scheduled for 7 minutes ago. Here we go. Suck at talking. We are Madden again. More Madden. We're at the Dolphins stadium, Miami Dolphins stadium. They're 4-5. We're 5-4. He has a hell of a lot better secondary defense than I have, but we'll see what happens here today on the field.
from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback.
You're using words I don't know what sentences you're trying to form with those. What is McGrone in for?
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Did not see that coming.
Shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Why? Is that wide open?
Get this up past the 45 to
doing well,
47.
doing well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
I had cover 3 match there. I don't know what happened.
He reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard
Isn't that the
line.
speedy guy that can't run or shit? Why is he doing so well?
The goal line with 2nd down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
57 to Mike.
And they'll run again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Carter with it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Depth chart's messed up.
Carter, his first touchdown.
Do I have injuries or something?
And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
All my linebackers are wrong.
The point after through the raindrops, up and go. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Big hit, big hit.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's
run
past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling. And
a lot of
DBs
on the field.
But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst
Why does
traffic.
everybody run that defense?
But in this
I don't get
case,
it.
how about the free safety
common.
coming up and making the big-time play?
Not the specific play, but formation.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with
Get
Harris.
the fuck out of here,
And
man.
that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield.
That's okay. There's that. That's the formation everybody uses for some reason to stop the run.
Have to give credit for a nice play there,
play,
but
I mean.
also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they call a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 10.
13. Check. Lay. Kill.
Play action now. Brissett. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this
How
drive.
did they have 2 on that side?
Bring up a 3rd
Get in
and 10.
unabated.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brissett. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
.31 yards.
That wasn't much.
There. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check curls. Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 50.
Are you fucking kidding me, game?
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush. No pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brissett. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Tight end right.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, alert 3. Switch. Panther 60.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Two times, 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try the right side with Harris, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Gonna be a long day on this.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On the give, this is Harris. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 8.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now Jones on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, 55.
Throwing again, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's 57's mic. Watch. Hey.
To throw, Brissett. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Brissett again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Brissett now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 57's Mike. Mike 57. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike's 57's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the set. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that's
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tarvarius Moore. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Pretty fucking dumb how you rush forward. He gets right in there.
With a 2nd and 18.
Mike check 33. Watch the run.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. The throw for Claypool.
Fucking kidding me?
Picked up by Javon Holland. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle.
Where the fuck was my zone? I had a fucking zone there.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
I had fucking 3 deep there. It's fucking stupid.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest
get right in there. Somehow get right through the hole every fucking time. That's amazing.
Coaches, that's all they
Really
talk about,
fucking amazing.
turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
What the fuck would not...
Picked off at the
Man.
21. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be
Fucking
one
break
where
on the option
he's
there.
like, I shouldn't have
It
thrown
was
that
fucking
ball.
obvious.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Brissett. And he's got his man out of
Holy
the
fuck.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Touchdown.
Oh yeah, Jacoby Brissett, fucking 100% fucking deep throw accuracy. Okay, yeah.
Touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins head on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point.
Cool.
And it's no good.
Fucking dog shit.
It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 3 down.
They run with Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fucking bullshit.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a
You almost intercepted that.
that.
That is such a crock. How you're able to turn around and do
It's
that.
a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Don't push
Always
forward.
so pathetic
Harris,
for those
yeah,
DBs, aren't you?
let him throw you
It's a
back.
pick up of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And
Fucking God, dude.
Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So fucking stupid.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover.
Why wouldn't Claypool jump in front of it? He was in front. Fucking
After this
dumb.
break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Makes no fucking sense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Brissett on 1st down. That's
Yeah, nice fucking man coverage. What in the fuck?
Across the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On play action, Brissett. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20.
Why don't you just start over?
And all the way in for a Miami
Dog
touchdown.
shit.
Jalen Waddle, 62 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column.
2 zones. 2 fucking deep zones supposed to be back there. Fucking 2 of them. How the fuck did you bring him back down?
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but Somehow manipulate my zones all over the fucking field.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his
that's not even the right
offensive
fucking
coaches,
spot.
they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 9, second and 5.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have his few carries.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Oh, this game's so
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
What?
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And
Let's do a
oftentimes
fucking
when you
audible.
see that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chase Claypool.
Cool. You jumped that time. Very nice.
Now on the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, he clanks hits it off the right upright, and it's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control.
Fuck out of here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently,
Such bullshit.
You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
Okay, yeah.
Coming after them,
Yeah, just put 2 guys extra up the middle there. A wide open play, though. There you go. Why not?
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good game.
Retarded is what this is.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football,
You have like one of the worst O-lines in the league, one of the worst running backs. You have some of the worst shit on, worst quarterback.
The defense in that situation.
Somehow you're fucking tearing it up with everybody and everything.
2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now.
Cool. Yeah.
Starting to look like this drive.
Great simulation.
Final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Jones now to throw on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Strong right. Strong right. 19 right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, check my two.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my
Yeah, great.
goodness,
Yep.
another
Got more pressure on me
interception.
somehow.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this.
More pressure on me again. What do you wish?
What does this do to the psyche of a
3
young
people
quarterback?
there? 3
Based on
fucking
the fact
people?
that he's still out there,
What the fuck
and
are
he
you
threw
doing to
a
make
fifth
that happen?
interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.